You ever get that feeling that you're just stuck with the default apps and services on your computer? That there has to be something better out there? Well, you're absolutely right. Today, we are going way beyond the defaults to find some powerful and, most importantly, free alternatives that'll give you way more control over your digital life. Okay, so let's just dive right in with a problem that I think a lot of us have felt. This is a real question from a user, Elaine Larson. So she spent all this time adding captions and other info, metadata to her photos in Photoshop. But when she opened them up in the standard Microsoft Photos app, poof, nothing. The data was completely hidden. I mean, it's that moment of pure frustration, isn't it? You do all the work, you add all the important details, and then the default app just pretends like that information doesn't even exist. It's such a simple request, but the basic tools, they just can't handle it. So we're going to call this the hidden data problem. And the good news is, there is an entire world of incredible free software out there that's designed specifically to solve it. Let's take a look at some of the best free photo viewers that actually let you see everything. First up is Irfan View. Honestly, this one's a legend. It is unbelievably fast, it's super lightweight, and it supports a massive range of file formats. But here's the crucial part. It's built to show you all that hidden metadata, your captions, your tags, everything, right there next to your image. Next, we've got XNView MP, and the MP stands for multi-platform. So this is for those of you who want a little more than just a viewer. It's a really powerful organizer that lets you browse your whole collection, edit your metadata, and, of course, see all those important details at a glance. Think of Faststone Image Viewer as kind of like a Swiss Army knife for your photos. It's a browser, a converter, and an editor all rolled into one nifty package. It's got fantastic support for viewing all that EXIF data, and it even throws in some tools for basic editing and batch processing. And believe me, the list just keeps going. If you need to get really technical, JPEG Snoop will let you decode every last bit of a file. EXIF Pro is laser-focused on just image properties. Nomax is a great open-source choice, and Honeyview, that one's for you if you just want something super fast, super clean, no fuss. Now, it's really important to understand the difference here. All those tools we just talked about, they're primarily viewers. Their job is to be fast, lightweight, and just show you the information. They are not, however, a replacement for something like Photoshop, which is an editor, a totally different beast that's all about manipulating images with powerful tools like layers and masks. So, what happens when you need that next level of power? When just viewing isn't enough and you need to actually edit? Well, let's power up and explore the amazing world of free, full-featured Photoshop alternatives. All right, the big three you can install are GIMP, which is the classic open-source powerhouse that can do pretty much anything Photoshop can. Then you have Paint.net, which is way simpler and more user-friendly. And for all you digital artists out there, Krita is an absolutely fantastic professional-grade painting tool. But this right here might be the biggest game changer of them all. Photopea. It is a web-based editor that is so ridiculously close to Photoshop's interface and features, it's just wild. You get layers, masks, support for PSD files, all without installing a single thing. It's an incredible, incredible resource. And hey, for all the photographers in the audience who work with RAW files, Darktable and RAW Therapy are basically your free alternatives to Adobe Lightroom. They are built from the ground up for post-processing, and, critically, they have full support for viewing and editing all your image metadata. So, problem solved. This whole quest for better tools, it's a great example of how to make one part of your digital life better. But now, I want to take that same idea, that feeling of looking beyond the defaults, and apply it to something totally different, how we find something good to watch. So for the second half of this explainer, let's switch gears from creation to consumption. We're going to step outside the big, mainstream streaming platforms to uncover 5 underrated gems that you're probably not using, but you definitely should be. Okay, first up are 2 services with the best price tag imaginable, totally free. Seriously, all you need is a library card or a school login to get access to both Kanopy and Hoopla. This is such an amazing and often overlooked resource, and they each have their own vibe. Kanopy is a total film lover's dream. It's packed with classic cinema, indie darlings, and fantastic documentaries. Hoopla, on the other hand, is like your entire local library just went digital. You can borrow movies, sure, but also ebooks, comics, and even music. Now, for all the documentary geeks out there, there's CuriosityStream.
And their tagline is a pretty bold promise. If it's out there, it's in here. And you know what? With thousands of high-quality docs on literally any topic you can think of, they really deliver. For just a few bucks a month, it's an incredible value.
Okay, let's get into some even more specific tastes. If you're a big fan of television from all around the world, or maybe you're a connoisseur of classic cinema, these next two are built just for you.
So on one side, you have Acorn TV. That's your passport to the best of British, European, and Australian television, and they add new shows every single week. On the other side, you've got the Criterion Channel. And wow, this is less of a streaming service and more like a carefully curated film archive with over 3,000 of the most important films ever made. And here it is, the whole lineup laid out for you. This slide is basically your cheat sheet. From the free, library-based options like Canopy and Hoopla to the deep dives of CuriosityStream, Acorn TV, and the Criterion Channel, there is a service out there that is perfectly matched to your interests, just waiting to be discovered. At the end of the day, the defaults are just the starting line. Whether it's seeing hidden data in your photos or finding a new favorite show, there is a whole world of better options out there if you just look for them. Which leads me to our final question for you. What's your favorite hidden gem app or service that we should all know about? Because the search never really ends.